Hi there, my brave souls. It's me, Teresa. Thought I would take you on just a little walk around my property so you could see some of the images that I've been taking. My neighbors. Some of them came out really clear. Some of them, I apologize if they're pixelated. I'm trying my best to get you guys some good footage and some good images that you can kind of get in your head before this all happens. We know it's happening. It's just a matter of time before they're here always. Those dark figures right there to the left, they disappear. They let me walk through, which is very nice of them, right? Just a peaceful little walk. I might post, if you guys would like for me to, I could always post a video too of just the forest and nature without these things picked out. Even some beside the stream. I have a couple more videos to put up for you. I have been very, very busy with these. It takes me a long time to go through these and make sure that what I'm seeing is what I'm actually seeing, what's actually there. Top right, I think that's a dwarf. There's just all kinds of little beings around. And you can find these in any forest. They're not particular to just my land. They are other places as well. This is really important. This is a new kind of portal that I have found that looks like a wooden fence in the forest. I've seen it on others' videos as well. This looks like a dragon. Little tree peekers. Most of these photographs are of the Fae. Some of them I have no reference for, can't find a reference for, so I don't know what they are. If I know what they are, I will tell you the minute that I find out. But I'd like for everybody to just kind of get used to what these little beings are going to look like. Because eventually they're not going to be able to hide from us anymore. And when that day comes, I don't want anybody to be shocked. I want people to be able to handle it. Now, the Fae were demonized by the Catholic Church. I'm going to tell you that straight up. That's what happened. And so we lost touch with these. But if you look up Icelandic mythology, Finnish mythology, they have kept the traditions of the Fae. But a lot of other areas, unfortunately, did not. Because they were made out to be demons. They are not demons. They do have some rather magical abilities. And I think that we will discover a lot of those as we go along. There are some people who call themselves white witches who have some good information about the Fae. Because again, look at what happened at the Salem witch trials. If you were found to be around them, you were made out to be a witch yourself, burned at the stake, horrible things. So there's a good reason why people stayed away from them and stopped looking for them. I looked for them ever since I was a little girl. I felt them in the forest, but I just couldn't find them. One time I thought if I went by myself, maybe I could find them. So I talked to my parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and everybody into letting me go down to the stream and just put my feet in the water because it was so hot. While I was down there, a water moccasin came after me. I jumped up, grabbed my shoes, took off across the bridge, took off running back to the house. And then as I'm running back to the house as fast as my fat little legs would carry me, I remembered my grandfather saying, "Whatever you do, do not run by the beehives because there are copperheads underneath and they will chase you." Well, of course, what did I do? I ran right by those beehives on the way in, screaming like a little fool. So then out steps my Aunt Mary, who was all of 4'9" tall, with a double-barrel shotgun. We met. I was running in, she was running out. She took care of the copperhead, flung him over in the weeds. I love that woman. I really and truly did. She was a feisty little thing, little mountain woman. You know, mountain women, they don't take no crap off anybody. They're the nicest people on the planet, but just don't make them mad. And don't be a copperhead snake chasing their niece. So I never found the fae, but I always felt like they were there. And now I can tell they definitely are there. That looked like a little hat to me, like a little green hat. Now, as we're walking, you can see all of these really odd, unusual looking things. Well, I tell you, these show up on the camera, but they are not there in real life. When you're looking with your eyes, you don't see these things. You don't see the road being blocked. That's not a rock, by the way. There's no boulder right there. That's another entity of some kind that's there. Now, I have gotten to the point where I can see some of the little people once in a while, and I can see the sabe when they are camouflaged trying to cloak. I walked right at one over the weekend on Saturday. Walked right up to him, and I got to see that weird disappearing thing that they do firsthand. I tell you guys, I have never seen anything like it. It wasn't like a sudden disappearing, like something just flashed away. And it wasn't subtle enough to see it gradually go. It was like I'm looking at this sabe who's very well camouflaged in between a couple of trees. I'm looking at him, and as I'm walking across the lot, he just vanishes. I mean, and I'm left with leaves there. It was very bizarre. So when people tell you that they vanish, it's not like a sudden vanishing. It's nothing that you can really put your finger on how it happened. You just got left standing. What in the world? There are leaves there now. There were not leaves there for the last 10 seconds I was walking across this little lot. It was very interesting for sure. See that blue being over the left? They are very cool looking. I would love to be able to sculpt all of these beings that I see so that you all could have a really good look at them. But I don't know that I would do them justice. I can do a little bit of sculpting, and I'm not terrible at it if it's my own creation. But mimicking something other than, like giraffes and elephants at a children's birthday party. I'm great at that. But the rest of it, I'm not fantastic at it. But I would love to do it sometime just so that you guys could see these. The best thing that you can do to help improve your ability to see these is to take photos yourself and really zoom in, do all of the changes in the saturation, the brightness, the black point, all of that. Do those changes yourself. That's the best way, I think, is just to pour over those photos and really put your heart and soul in it trying to find things. Then walk away. Come back again later. And as you keep on doing this, I don't mean later like 5 minutes. I mean like, the next day or whatever. But as you keep doing this, you'll start seeing more and more of them because they're starting to form a shape in your mind. Colorado Bigfoot, the gentleman who runs that, I think his name is Mark, he also points out the fae. Because I'm seeing so many fae, I kind of wonder if that part of the veil has the biggest tear, if it's thinning the fastest. And we've had some people bring up CERN, and that is a concern. I've did a little bit of looking into CERN, and what strikes me as concerning is that they're saying it took 3 years for repair and maintenance. That's an awfully long time to repair and maintenance. It doesn't sound right to me. So I'm going to go now. You guys enjoy the rest of the video. I love you guys so very much, my brave souls. And if you haven't subscribed, we would love for you to be a part of this group. Bye for now.